Hey there everyone. I'm back doing a beauty haul today. I did a little bit of shopping earlier this week at Sephora and just want to share with you what I got as well as what makeup products I've been using. Just a little background. I kind of gave up on wearing foundation for a while, for a couple years. So 2014 and 2015 I didn't wear foundation at all. And that's because in 2012 I started with Mary Kay mineral powder, and it seemed like my skin liked it for a while, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, cooperating with my skin. Noticed some breakouts. I then switched to Clinique, again another, I think more of a pressed. No, it was still a mineral powder, it wasn't pressed. And that worked for me a little while, so maybe fall 2012 up until spring 2013, that seemed to be going well, and then that stopped working for me. So I went to a dermatologist, they recommended Bare Minerals, and so that I started using spring 2013 through summer, and then I think by the fall that it didn't seem to be working for me, so I just gave up on foundation altogether from, fall 2014 up until this spring. And what actually pushed me to get some makeup was my wedding. I actually wrote a blog post about it, so I'm on WordPress, and I'll put the link below to that post. But I was on camera, I was on TV, and Good Morning America was live streaming during my wedding week. So before we flew out to New York City for all of that, I knew that I needed to get some makeup for those times that we were on camera, that they weren't doing our makeup. So, spoiler alert, because I didn't do my wedding video yet, I do want to make one with Paul. I think that'd be really cool to tell our story together. But I did make a blog post if you want to read about our very unique and exciting wedding experience. So check out my WordPress for that. But let's just dive in. I'll start out with what I actually bought this week and then get into just what I've been using. So I had a movie shoot earlier this week, and can't really say much about it just yet, but it was very 1940s, and my curls are actually kind of left over from it. I had a crazy hairdo. If you're on my Instagram, I posted some pictures. It was so cool. So you can check that out too. But I wanted to get better coverage for the shoot. They said come makeup ready, and I knew they were going to touch me up, but I just wanted to have as much done as possible. So what I had ended up buying for my wedding was more Bare Minerals, like mineral powder. So I got the Bare Minerals matte, and I am golden tan. So that's what I had been using in like mid-April. I was brave, I experimented, and it's been going well. My skin is cooperating so far with this makeup, so that's good. And then I also, they gave me a sample of this beauty blush. I think they said it's their most common shade that they give to people, and I like it. I've got a little bit on now. I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, this I just got because the sample that they gave me, I used it all up. So I bought this at Sephora. This mineral veil I've had for a little while. When I bought Bare Minerals before, I bought the whole kit. So it came with the mineral veil, which is like finishing powder, some tinted powder that I never used because it was more like a bronzer and I don't need that. And I think that's about it. So, and some brushes it came with, but now I just got this new brush. It's the Precision Face Brush. It's angled, so I use it for the mineral foundation and the blush. And the newest thing that I bought for my foundation was this Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. So this is pretty new for me. This is Bare Espresso, so number 19 is what shade. And I didn't really wear too much liquid foundation before. When I did, it was like drugstore stuff. I would use my mom's. I can't even remember, maybe it was Maybelline or something. But I didn't wear too much of it before. I always kind of stuck with the mineral powders for lighter coverage. But I wanted something a little bit heavier to be on camera for this movie shoot. So I went to Sephora, and the consultant was super helpful in saying that this is really really good for all things. If you just use 2 drops, you get kind of light coverage. 4 drops, medium coverage. 6 drops, heavy coverage, and that varies from person to person. But it has really good coverage, and it's super lightweight, and I've just noticed that my face feels a lot softer even when I wash it off. So that's kind of a plus. Not so good for your oily skin types. Mine is kind of combination. I get oily during the day in the T-zone, but you know, for a while my skin was kind of dry starting earlier this year. So I figured it would work for me, and so far I really like that. So that's exciting to be wearing foundation again. It's just nice to have a finished look, I think, and for special events when you want to, you know, just look your best. I'm also in my friend's wedding this July, so I'm glad that I have makeup for that too. So that's pretty much it for foundation. I'll move on to the eyes. I never stopped wearing eye makeup. I never had any problems with that, thankfully. And Urban Decay is what I use for mostly everything. So I've had this Naked palette. She's old, but I love her. You can see what colors I've used up. But love this. This is my go-to. And I got the Naked Basics as well. Don't know what that is. Anyways, and I've also dropped this, so I think Venus, you know, I didn't use it all, it just broke, and then I did use all of Faint. So, you know, these are kind of, this is more my everyday. I do use this one if I just want a special color on my lid, and then I also just buy the shade Naked by itself because I used it all up in the Naked palette. And Naked 2, which comes in Naked Basics, is a little bit too light, so I use the shade Naked as my kind of like base color. You also you can't skip on the primer, so I just use their original eyeshadow primer potion. I just bought a new one because this one's running low. So those are my go-to as far as shadows go, and even eyeliner. More recently I've been using the shade Crave, which is like the blackest black. Love it. I've been using that and an angled brush to line my upper lid rather than using a pencil. I'm not a big fan of pencil. I'm not really loyal to any brands just because I don't use it that much. I'll buy whatever. But I really stopped using that. Sometimes I use a pencil to fill in my brow. I also use the eyeshadows to fill in my brows. But when I'm really looking for like a long wear eyeliner, I go with Maybelline Eye Studio. And this is, I believe, Blackest Black. And I just use like a precision brush and line my upper and lower lids. So maybe like a night out. That's when I'll really use eyeliner anymore. But usually I can just get away with shadow. It all stays put for me. So that's not too much of a problem. And then mascara, again, that's not something I'm really loyal to specific brands about. I just try things to see what works better. So this is the last one that I tried. I don't like to spend a ton of money on mascara just because they're really all the same to me. This is a sample that I got, you know, with my points at Sephora. They're real, it's kind of faded. It's pretty good stuff, but again, I don't like to spend $20 on mascara, so I usually stick around to like $5, $7 for that. So that's pretty much all that I use for makeup. I've got a couple lip liners that I'll use with a gloss. So, I don't know if it's Rimmel London 1000 Kisses. I don't wear lip liner a whole lot. Again, maybe if I'm going out, just want to look nice. So these are the ones that I use really. I'm a lip liner and gloss kind of girl instead of lipstick. I think it just lasts longer for me. to line my lips and put a dab of gloss on top. So the gloss that I usually use is this NYX, and this is Tiramisu. It smells really good. And I also have a coconut chapstick that is kind of my go-to, but I cannot seem to find it in the black hole, oh here it is, of my purse. Say Yes to Coconuts, which I use some of the hair products as well. So when I saw this chapstick in Target, I was like, ooh, I should try that. And I really love it. It smells good. It's just your run-of-the-mill clear chapstick, and that's kind of my go-to for that. So I'm digging in my purse. I could probably do a what's in my bag, but not now. I got so much crap in there. But again, blotting sheets as well. My face does get oily throughout the day, so I do like to blot. If you don't have any on you, you know, sometimes just running to a bathroom, some paper towel will do the trick. But yeah, I like to always have those on me. So that's really it for me in terms of makeup. But also, I went to Walgreens over the weekend and got some new nail polishes. So as you can see, I don't have them on my fingernails, but I did use these on my toenails. I actually get gel manicures done, and for the movie shoot that I did, I had to have, again, it was 1940s, either like a red or pink, so I just went with red to be safe because there's so many different shades of pink. And also, yeah, so I'm going to have these gels on for a while because they last forever, so I don't really paint my fingernails for that reason. You know, as soon as it chips, I just want it off because it looks terrible. So I don't really paint my fingernails. I get gel manicures, and then I do paint my toenails. I'll get a pedicure every now and then, but I can do it myself. So I just save my money by doing my own. And this, it's Kylie Matte Denim and Bling. I don't know, it's some special Sinful matte sparkly polish, and it looks really cool on my toenails. I will add a picture and a link to my blog post about my haul as well. So you can check it out and see that. But it's really cool. You know, I really love sparkles. I usually have sparkles on my nails, like ombre sparkles. So I'm kind of like bored with this bold red color. But it's a really cool look, the matte sparkles. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I do. Especially over this Pepto Pink. I don't know why. I guess the selection was limited and I just wanted a pink for my toenails. And as soon as I put it on, I was like, oh my god, it looks like Pepto-Bismol. But with the sparkles, it looks amazing, so I won't complain about that. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to share for now. Any questions, comments, if you want to see how I do something, let me know. If any of you can recommend a good brush for this, or even a sponge, because again, I'm new to liquid foundation, so I've really just been dabbing it on with my fingers. I don't really want to spend $20, $30 on a brush, so if you know any good dupes, let me know, comment below, and thank you for watching. Take care.